To create a CycleOps virtual training account, simply head through to my.virtualtraining.cycleops.com. This can be entered into the user's browser, and the home page will look something similar to this. For a first-time user, they would need to sign up, so select sign up. It'll then redirect you through to a sign up page. The user will have to create a username. We generally recommend that they use their name and surname as the username. So let's just use an example here. So the username will be Joe Blogs. If the name already exists, just simply put a number at the end of it. The number could be something like the year of birth, so 88, or could be 1. It's entirely up to the user in this case. I'm going to leave it as Joe Blogs. Email address, again, I'm going to put it at joeblogs@gmail.com. Password, you'd want something simple as 1234 for the user simply to remember. You confirm the password again, and you agree to the terms and conditions of use. You then create the account and get redirected through to the user's now login page. This is what the user will now have displayed in front of them. In order for them to change certain metrics, they would need to select profile settings. And here they can enter their first name and last name, their sex, male or female, the year of birth, for example, if that were the case, their country, sports, team, and city if necessary. Select Save Changes after personal information has been updated. Body details can then also be updated. The height, the weight, the VO2 max, resting heart rate, max heart rate, and functional threshold power, all these metrics can be updated. In order to change the particular metrics from imperial over to metric, simply go through to account settings, and here you'll get preferred units, change it from English US through to metric, and save the changes. Users will also be able to link their data up into multiple cloud services simply by selecting cloud. Again, to access the cloud, you would select the username in the top right hand corner and then have access to the cloud settings down at the bottom. Once the user is in their cloud settings, they can link it through to the likes of MapMyFitness, which will give them Discovery Vitality Points, Facebook, Twitter, Runkeeper, Training Peak, Strava, and many others, including Self Loops. In order to link it, they would simply select the link option, enter in the particular username and detail and password for that particular training software, and then click Submit. Once a training session has been finished, the data is automatically uploaded and shared to the cloud services selected, but the data firstly comes into the CycleOps virtual training calendar or training diary found over here. Once it's uploaded, you will be able to select multiple rides. For example, here's a ride. Once it's selected, you'll be able to see metrics such as speed, power, heart rate, cadence, ride time, training stress score, intensity factor, as well as a graph and details, power details, work, peak power details, surges, heart rate zones, power zones, and many, many more metrics. A graph similar to the below will also be shown, where red represents heart rate, green represents cadence, Blue represents speed and black represents power. Certain metrics can be selected and deselected simply by selecting that particular metric, and you can change it from ride time as well over to distance if necessary. And again, all your metrics are displayed below this graph.